All right, let's talk about something that can totally turn your life around. Tiny habits. These are the little things you do every day, often without even thinking about them, but they have the power to completely reshape your future. Yeah, I'm talking about those small, almost invisible changes you make every day that, over time, stack up into something huge. It's easy to overlook them, but they're the real building blocks of success. You've probably heard people say, go big or go home. It's a catchy phrase, but it can set us up for disappointment. But honestly, going big can feel overwhelming and kind of impossible to stick with. When you try to change everything at once, it's easy to burn out or give up. Here's the secret. The real magic happens when you start small, like really small. So small it almost feels too easy. Atomic habits, that's what they're called. The word atomic means tiny, but also powerful. Just like atoms, these habits are the foundation of everything bigger. They're tiny actions, so simple you barely notice them. But don't let their size fool you. They're the seeds of real change. Maybe it's drinking a glass of water as soon as you wake up. That one small act can set a positive tone for your whole day. Or writing one sentence in your journal every night. It doesn't have to be a novel, just a single thought or reflections, I'll say. Doesn't sound like much, right? It's easy to underestimate these actions because they seem so minor. But here's the catch. When you repeat these habits every day, they start to add up. Just like saving a little money each day, the results compound. Imagine this. If you get just 1% better at something every day, that doesn't sound like a lot. But those tiny improvements are like drops of water filling a bucket. But over a year, you're not just 365% better, you're over 37 times better. That's the magic of compounding effort. That's the power of compounding. Small actions, repeated consistently, create results that are way bigger than you'd expect. So, tiny improvements, repeated over time, create massive results. It's like planting a seed and watching it become a tree. Let me give you an example. Think about brushing your teeth. It's a tiny habit, but you do it every day. You don't even question it. It's just part of who you are. You wouldn't skip it just because you're tired, right? It's automatic, and that's the power of a habit that sticks. Now imagine you add one more tiny habit, say reading one page of a book each day, just one page. It doesn't feel like much in the moment. Over a year, that's 365 pages, or a whole book. And if you keep going, you could read several books a year, all from a tiny daily action. The key is to make your habit so easy you can't say no. When a habit feels effortless, you're much more likely to keep doing it, even on tough days. If you want to get fit, start with 5 push-ups, not 50. Make it so simple that you can't talk yourself out of it. If you want to write a novel, start with one sentence, not a whole chapter. The important thing is to show up, even if it's just for a minute. When you make it simple, you actually stick with it, and sticking with it is what leads to real progress. And here's the part nobody talks about. These small wins build your confidence. Every tiny victory is proof that you're capable of change. Every time you show up for yourself, even in a tiny way, you prove that you can change. You start to trust yourself more, and that belief grows stronger with every small step. That's how transformation really happens, not overnight, but through steady, patient effort. Not with giant leaps, but with steady, consistent steps. Progress is about showing up again and again, no matter how small the action. So, if you're looking for a sign to start, this is it. Pick one small habit, stick with it. Don't worry about perfection, just focus on consistency. Watch how your life shifts, slowly at first, then all at once. The changes might seem invisible at first, but one day you'll look back and realize how far you've come. Remember, big changes are just the result of tiny actions, repeated day after day. Start small, stay consistent. Celebrate every little win along the way. Your future self will thank you. The journey starts with just one small step, so why not take it today?